What a comeback from Arsenal. 2-1 down, staring down the barrel, as it were, and Saka steps up again. What a performance from that young man. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with 2 goals as well. Arteta outers absolutely in the mud this evening. Arsenal go through to the next round. This season doesn't end. What a game of football we just witnessed. What drama. Great play at one end from Arsenal, awful at the other. 2 goals that they conceded, both massively at fault. Ceballos giving away the free kick, and of course that calamitous mistake that nearly ended the season for Arsenal. But what character. What great character we saw tonight from those Arsenal players. You know, Aubameyang, we kind of expect great character in big moments from him. But I thought the performance tonight on that pitch from Odegaard was brilliant. I thought Smith Rowe had a good game. Saka, absolutely out of this world. Fair play to Tierney for getting that equalising goal as well, because it looked all but over. It looked all but finished for Arsenal when they conceded that second goal. A mountain to climb. The resilience, the character, the strength they demonstrated to pull themselves back from the brink. Absolutely brilliant. You can't take it away from Arsenal. Look, of course, as rivals, we want to see Arsenal go out. We want the banter. We want everything that comes with it. But let's recognise great football. Let's recognise great football moments. What a comeback. 2 goals needed in the last sort of 20 minutes of the game to keep themselves in the match, and they did. Do me a big favour right now and smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Really important to the Football Terrace that you get that done right about now. We'll have the panel on very soon. Arsenal are not only winning the Europa League, they're winning the Champions League next season too, is what Claggy has got to say there. Saka carries Arsenal. All top players carry their teams. Do you know what I mean? Like, you take out the best players of any team, they all go backwards. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. You can't take that away from anyone. Saka is clear, is what Shohan says here. And I totally get why you would feel that, because this season he's having Arsenal have got to improve and improve quickly. You don't want to be losing that young man. Absolutely sensational. He really was. I'm not calling out other YouTubers on here. We're not around that. You can laugh at Arsenal in 11th, but tonight, I don't think a single Arsenal fan tonight cares that they're 11th in the league. Genuinely don't think a single one cares one little bit. What a comeback from them. Comeback kings is what's being said here. I agree. Arteta outers are certainly not in the mud. If anything, this game showed them why they want him gone. I don't see how you can blame Mikel Arteta for a mistake from a player. Silly foul given away and a world-class free kick. And then you're in control of the game after that moment. And Ceballos as a brain fart. How on God's green earth can that be blamed on Mikel Arteta? It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense. 0 sense. None. Ever. Like, that's nonsensical. That is nonsensical indeed. We're going to get the panel on now, though. Make sure you're hitting that like and that share button. We're still running the competition tonight. Nobody guessed it earlier on stream. So, of course, we're giving away a My Secret shirt on Friday. We're doing a prize draw. To enter your name, get a £5 super chat in now to reveal the phrases or names inside this envelope. One of the phrases is what we call a top 6 manager. One of the phrases is what we call a top 6 striker. It's a phrase, not their name. But one of them is the name of a Football Terrace panelist. There's 3 in there. Get your super chats in now to enter the competition. We've already got 7 winners so far this week that are going into the prize draw. So make sure you get back. Stephen here for super chat. He didn't say anything, Stephen. Stephen didn't say anything, but here he is. Thank you very much for that super chat. Let's get the panel on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Igal, Adam in the house. Look, Adam's partying. Igal looks like he's ready to rant straight away. Igal, what you saying?
Yo, what's good, people? What's good? You wanted us to lose, right? You wanted us to lose, right? You wanted the manager out, right? You wanted to start the Arteta out stuff already, right? Guess what? We did it. We did it. Believe in the team. Believe we're going forward, right? Believe we're advancing, right? Believe your team can do something. Guess what? The first goal goes in, Terry. I'm celebrating. I'm saying 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. To the Arsenal, 1-0. I'm going crazy. You know what people are telling me? People are telling me, relax. Game's not over. You know what? Okay, I'll relax. Game's over now, right? Can we not celebrate this now? Let's be happy, people. Let's be happy. Have some energy. Bukayo Saka today. That pass. The man, that was world-class ability right there, what he did. I'm not saying he's world-class. I'm saying that pass, what he did. Bukayo Saka, all season in, season out. That's my guy, you know. That's my guy, Bukayo Saka. I love this guy, Bukayo Saka. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. All the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang haters, people talking shit about him. I said he should have been sold. But guess what? He's still our player. I back him to this day. Every single day, I'll back him. I'll back my team every single day. You guys haters, guess what? We did it. And you know what? We're moving on. And you know what? If you're saying I'm embarrassing, if you're saying I'm a fan, I wear my heart on my sleeve every single day. You can't tell me how to be a fan. You can't tell anybody how to be a fan. Enjoy today, Arsenal fans. Guess what? Leicester, I don't give a shit. I don't care. We lose 10-0 to Leicester. I don't care. Today, I'm happy. The next day, we'll talk. Right now, today is the day where I'm happy. You guys don't ruin my mood. Don't bring no energy. Don't bring no negativity. If you bring it, I'm calling you out. Facts. Anyone does it. I dare you. Try me.
Chill, man. Chill.
Gal is on fire today, Adam. I mean, you seem a different kind of happy, Adam.
Listen, I'm happy to be smiling. I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we got a victory when it looked like we weren't going to. We were up against it, bro. We were really up against it. And I think Benfica made they gave us a tough game. Look at Bukayo Saka, bro. Just look at Bukayo Saka. This fantastic boy. This young man that's carrying Arsenal on his back. Week in, week out. And yes, he's probably going to burn out when he gets to the age of 25. He's not even going to have shins left. But I don't care. Because in between now and then, he's going to carry us to the title, to the Europa League. So he's going to carry us somewhere. It doesn't even matter at this point because big up Bukayo Saka, big up Aubameyang because I thought he was finished. If he can score goals when it matters, that's all I really care about. Big up Willian as well because he did his thing. Odegaard, listen, the whole team, big up you lot, except Danny Ceballos, actually, that waste man.
Harry's with us. We're going to go to Kesh afterwards. Harry, I mean, what a comeback. You're on mute, bro.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, mate.
Mate.
You go from Miguel right down to Harry. Harry looks like he's so exhausted he's going to sleep.
No, honestly, my heart was just going so much. And the sad thing about it was my fear was just going onto Twitter and just seeing all of the Arteta out. You know, that's what I was almost the most fearful of because I just didn't want us just to turn into like this whole club of just pure toxicity. But I'm so glad we turned it around. I genuinely don't know how we done it. I don't know how Benfica scored 3 goals in the process, but that just shows you, man, when there's a negative energy, when there's bad vibes, you know, strange things happen. But I'm so glad we turned it around because otherwise it just would have been hell. It really would have been horrible. And fair play to for the boys for sticking in there. Some of the Arteta substitutions were weird. The shape when he took Bellerin off was really strange because Saka was like right back. Everyone was about the pace. We couldn't get the ball for about 10 minutes, but when Saka made his way out forward, we managed to generate a chance. And the forgotten man, Aubameyang, scores 2 goals again. Everyone's talking about Aubameyang like he's finished, which is just absolute madness. There's no one else scoring goals in our team, you know. Lacazette doesn't do it consistently. Martinelli hasn't done it for a while. So back the man, back your captain, get behind him.
I hear that. Kesh was obviously so stressed during the game, he shrunk about 6 inches. There we go, brother. I mean, listen, I want to know, right? Sometimes we don't talk about this enough on the terrace. How are you feeling as an Arsenal fan right this second?
I've got mixed emotions. I'm pissed off. I'm fucking feeling terrible. I'm sick of it. Bruv. Like, you concede goals to teams from 2 set pieces. They didn't threaten us all 2 legs. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. We need to do better, and these players need to take responsibility. And I've been saying it all season. When they're on the pitch, they do not take responsibility. How do you go down 2-0 or whatever the score was from a team not creative? It's pathetic. ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous.
Today of all days.
No, absolutely, Adam.
Really?
I'm sick. Adam, I'm
Today?
sick of it. Listen, it's not. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. Yes, I'm happy to go through. It's mixed emotions, but I've got to call out what I see. It's pathetic. Throughout that whole game, we should not have conceded.
Fair, but if anything, it's the same. In fact, it's not even if anything. The same players that fought for both goals. Ceballos gave away the free kick because he was too deep. Should have been up a little bit higher. Got to his man faster. He gave away a stupid header. Like, you can put this down to two individual mistakes. Yes, we can blame the players. And you know what? Even on Saturday, there'll probably be a reason to blame the players when we get pummeled by Leicester. But for today, I don't really think you can look at the players.
I'm not, but Adam, I'm happy. Don't get because what I'm saying, I'm not happy. Of course I'm happy. Our team's won. We're going through the next round. But we've got to call it out. We've got to call it out. These lot need to do better. You play for Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal Football Club. Remember that. We've got to respect. We've got to play for this badge and represent it properly. They're not representing this badge properly. They're playing like say they're fucking, I don't know, Brother Star, Lovercus, whatever, some next any team in Europe. Like, what the hell?
I listen. I hear where you're coming from, and I do get why you'd be frustrated. Sometimes Man United have had great comebacks this year. Sometimes I feel like celebrating. Other times it's left me feeling angry. Jesse here says Igal needs his own drill beat for these rants. Good win, man. Enjoy it. Eric Cantona in the comment with a super chat says Igal said today I got time, cuz. He's just repeating what you said there, or what he thinks you said. Aubameyang and Saka saved Arteta tonight. I love my team, but can we make it easy for ourselves, please? This was totally unnecessary. So there's some people celebrating in the comments. Some of the super chats coming in agreeing with sort of more the Gal and Adam take some more down the Keshish line. I want a rival's view on this. KJ, does this not prove to you beyond the doubt that Arsenal are back?
Yes, yes, 100%. Yes, they are back. They are back. I told you, man. All they did, was give Benfica hope, just to snatch it from in the last moment. It's all part of the plan. Like Partey, last minute in the window was part of the plan for Arsenal. So was this last minute goal from Aubameyang. All part of the plan. All part of the plan. Arteta, that's what he's doing. On a serious note, I understand why Igal is happy. I understand why Adam is happy. But I feel like Kesh is right though. This is round of 32 Europa League football, and this is what it's coming down to. It's not a good look. What? So me being listen. So when I gas you, you don't want that, and when I'm objecting,
no, you know, it's because your gassing is disingenuous.
I was quiet. KJ, what you said, I'm not going to tell a fan how to. Arsenal fan, how to celebrate this win. So Cash, cool. But KJ, when you're coming in and you're throwing jokes, cool, throw jokes. Today we performed. We did not perform well fully throughout the whole game. I can see that. We got the result at the end of the day, and I'm gassed about that. When you're throwing salt, you can throw salt, throw banter, whatever you want. But today,
what salt was thrown?
No. When you say Arsenal's back, you genuinely don't mean it. When you say that, you genuinely don't mean it, and it's starting to get boring. It's starting to get boring. No. KJ, it's starting to get boring.
How do you know that,
bro? If you say the same joke every single stream, it's dead. It's a dead joke.
How is it? Because you are. I didn't say where you're back from, but I just said you're back. I just said you're back, and you man take it a certain way. That ain't down to me. That ain't my issue. That's a you issue.
Listen, on the other note, we've gone through. We can take that as a small victory, and we just have to move on and make sure we're more assured in the next round, because the deeper you go in these rounds, the more solid you need to play, and we can't afford to make these silly mistakes that we make. Like you're a couple seconds away from closing the first half out, a goal up, and then you dangle a leg out. Like, players need to take responsibility.
I will say something though. Sorry, I can see why people are Arteta out after that game today. I can see why they are. Not because of the silly mistakes, because again, I don't think Arteta can legislate for that, but more so because of going forward. I think it was just boring. Like, it was boring to watch. I think we were struggling to break them down. We're lucky we took our chances, and I was thinking, is this what people think we are on a game-to-game basis? And if that's the case, I can get why they're Arteta out. But I do think Arteta makes mistakes sometimes, and I think he needs to learn from them quite quickly. And it doesn't seem like he's making those adjustments quick enough. So yeah, I can kind of understand why people are Arteta out, but I'm certainly not.
Yeah, but we scored 3 goals. We scored 3 goals. We scored 3 goals tonight. Aubameyang had a goal disallowed for offside. Saka had a great chance. So we did create, like Kesh said, just in moments when you need to be solid and authoritative. We were just complacent. But if people are on here saying, I'm not saying you are, Adam, but if people's like conclusion of this game is like, oh, great win, but I still want Arteta out. Honestly, like their opinions, whilst I respect them, they're secondary because that's just got nothing to do with it. Like you can't always evaluate people on what you think from before. If you just evaluate the game today, we showed good spirit to turn around it in a really unfortunate game with crazy circumstances in terms of Tobias' mistakes. So for someone to for a fan to go, yeah, it was great, but I want my manager out. Like, what is that about now? Is that what we've become where you can't just give credit to your club and support your team and support your manager? It's just madness, isn't it, that people want to come with that conclusion.
Can I say something about what KJ said earlier? You want Arsenal back? Guys, you want Arsenal back? Hashtag Dan Gotti 2021. That's how we get Arsenal back.
Okay, cool.
When it comes down to it, you talk about Manchester United, right? You talk about how Manchester United is not Ollie's situation. It's not Ollie. It's not the manager. It's not the people even working in the club. It's the owner, because the owner does not have the ambition to win. If Stan Kroenke had the same ambition that he did with the Rams, we would be winning league titles year in, year out. With the Rams, he literally sacrifices his future prospects because they take away draft picks from them every single year because the past 2 seasons because they've ran over the salary cap. If he did the same thing in football that he does over there in the NFL, we would be winners. But hashtag Dan Gotti 2021. That's the way you get Arsenal back, guys. This whole thing about talking about the manager, it's boring. There's no need to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Turkish hit the nail on the head the other day. No, Turkish hit the nail on the head the other day. He said something.
I've got to go to some super chats here before they run out. Marble Halls TV says, we deserve the win over 2 legs. Hardest tie of all the British clubs. Well, people weren't saying that about Real Sociedad before Man United beat them 4-0, but fair enough. If this was Spurs, they'd have got battered. I want Rangers / Stevie G. I hear that. Echoing that point as well on what Harry said, I do feel is unfair. You did score. The thing is, you did score 3. Boring or not, you scored 3 goals tonight. The goals you conceded were a wonderful free kick from a stupid foul given away from Ceballos, and then just a brain fart moment. You would have scored those. You would have broken them down. They were sitting with 5, like flat back 5. They were making it difficult for you, and you did still score those goals. Let me go to these other super chats. There's still a few of them are still available. This one here, individual performance from Tierney, Saka, and Aubameyang got Arsenal out of jail. The defense will be Arsenal's Achilles heel going forward. Gabriel was shocking tonight. Yeah, super chat from James says, I only see 3 players with a winning mentality, and that scares me. I'd love Tierney's passion. I love Tierney's passion when he scored, and we need more players like that. The problem is with players like Tierney. Well, it's not players like Tierney that the problem is. Most you can't get for the price you paid for Tierney.
Everyone wants him. Everyone wants him, don't they?
Yeah, he gave us belief.
No, of course he did, and I think that's right. But that goes back to Gal's point. Every now and then you can pick up a Tierney, or you can get a Partey cheaper because of clauses or the league they're coming from. But if you want a team full of them, you've got to be willing to. I mean, I know if you listen to what Pep said the other day, why are you so successful? I know he said it tongue in cheek, but he said because we've got loads of money. But he's half true. You know what I mean? Pep's system wouldn't work as well if he didn't. If you took out KDB, Cancelo, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, and say Diaz, and put in
Bruno Fernandes.
But and then put in Willian and David Luiz and a few of Arsenal's players that none of you want. You'd find yourselves in a situation where they weren't playing as well. There's no doubt about it. We've still got our competition running, ladies and gentlemen. The secret phrases in the envelope to go into the prize draw. One is a host on the football terrace, supports a club in the northwest of England. The other 2 are about a manager and striker in the Premier League that play in red. So get your super chats in now and guess who they are. We're gonna get some more people onto the show now. We're gonna get Ram on. We're gonna get young Samuel on as well. Samuel, you're a gooner. Are you happy, sad, indifferent? How you feeling?
That's the only thing I'm happy about. Bukayo Saka, ice in his veins, bro. Ice in his veins. The only best player we have, bro. A 19-year-old is our best player, but you know what? He stood up today. Aubameyang, Tini, those players stepped up today. But you know what? I'm going to be critical of one man here, and that's Mikel. Yes, I know we're all buzzing that we went through, but I think, you know, some of the decisions he made today was absolutely shocking. You know, he got built up by individual brilliance today, as I feel. But you know what? We're through to the next round. You know what, Terry? What I want most for the Europa League, my wish, Arsenal Man United final. The vibes on Twitter, on the timeline, I just want that. And please give me
No,
I just want that, bro.
no,
Come on, the
no,
banter, bro. Just imagine the
no,
banter. I
no.
want that.
The
Bring it on.
timeline could not handle a Europa League final of Arsenal and Man United. It would be terrible.
It'd fall
It
apart.
couldn't.
What you saying, Ram? What you saying, Ram?
Look, man, I'm gonna reiterate what I said on the Gal's channel. Yeah, Arsenal should be absolutely destroying this team. They should be. Don't be fooled by the name of Benfica. They're not good. They aren't. Every Arsenal fan, in my opinion, should be relieved. You know what I mean? Like this team, they have quality players. They do. Like Pizzi, Rafa Silva, they're quality players. But the way they play is not good for those type of players. And Arsenal fans, I think this is papering over the cracks. Like this was a shambolic performance, in my opinion, from Arsenal Football Club. I think you got lucky by the fact that you have a really, really talented boy in Bukayo Saka, who's threading the balls through and playing like a 27-year-old prime winger, like world-class winger. It's utterly shambolic, this performance from Arsenal, and they should be lucky that they got through.
How do you feel about?
Fair,
Go on, KJ.
as I said, to be fair, the lead up to the third goal, in terms of how Arsenal got the ball back and got possession back, it was Benfica's own stupidity. They had a good period of possession. They worked the ball up to Nunes, and Nunes did the right thing. He didn't try and shoot. He held the ball up. He held it, and then them man try and score. And it's just like, why? You got 4 minutes in the game left. You're in the corner of the pitch already. Keep the ball, bro. Keep the ball. And they chose to do that. So Arsenal, well done. Like literally, well done. That ball across from Saka was brilliant. But boy, Benfica will literally, I believe that if they didn't cross that ball and kept it, they would have been fine.
No, I agree with you. Listen, Ram and Sam, thank you both of you very much for coming on, having us. I really appreciate it, boys. Thank you very, very much indeed. Good points being made. Sam said something though about we got bowed out by individual brilliance. I watched it. I'm doing something we're doing on Football Terrace very soon. It's probably get stolen as well now. Is we're going to start releasing some old videos again. So re-releasing some classic calls from Fan Park Live days and earlier on about a year ago, like Football Terrace classics. I reviewed one the other day, and I'm so embarrassed of myself because I started talking about Man United only having individual brilliance under Ollie. However, I addressed this all about a year ago by Danny and the Devils really opened my eyes to me chatting nonsense, and I changed my mind about things. And now that I've almost had that been like red pilled, and I'm aware that like individual brilliance is normal for a system, I'm hearing it everywhere I go now. We were bowed out by individual brilliance. And I sort of look at that all the time and think to myself, were Arsenal bowed out by individual brilliance, or was it good team play? And the reason I say that is this. Yes, some of the goals tonight, there was great passes and crosses in them. But what I was really impressed with Arsenal was when they scored the second goal to equalise, is that you didn't go gun-ho. You had 20 minutes left to score a second. You relaxed and you took your time with it, right? No pun intended, right? You took your time and you sort of put yourselves in a position where you worked it properly as a team rather than rushing, overexposing yourselves and getting caught on the counter. So do you look at tonight as a team effort to win a game, or do you look at those goals as being individual brilliance? I'd love to understand how Gooners look at your goals tonight.
For me, I don't base it on individual brilliance. When we got the second goal, I thought, okay, please just do not throw the sink at it. Don't do it, because I know what's going to happen. You're going to do that, and you're going to get counter-attack, and you're going to score. What I was impressed with, as you said, we took our time, we tried to work it, keep possession, and obviously they're playing 5 at the back, so they made it very difficult. I knew there was going to be one chance, but the only thing that was going through my head is the person that it goes to, are they going to finish it? What happens? Saka puts in a great ball.
Come on.
Can I say something? Is it Is it individual brilliance, or is it just those players that people are saying have individual brilliance are the
They
most
got
clinical
levels.
players?
Yeah,
They're
I
the
don't
most
know.
clinical players.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna call somebody, if you're gonna call it out as it is, the person doesn't always have individual brilliance every single time. It's the fact
James,
that
what
they're
is
the
that?
most clinical. They're the most clinical out of all
It's
your
ability.
players.
It's ability. It's
Yeah.
ability. Because if you put someone else, if you put Willian there to put that ball in, you're probably not getting it on the 50 pence side that for that to head it in. So you can't just say it's individual brilliance. Like everyone's got that.
And that's
Yeah.
that's a great point. And we're going to be doing a debate on it soon, and like a bit of a experiment on the football terrace where we're going to get a few people on. It will center a little bit around United fans because they're the ones that are really pushing this notion. But we're going to get a mixture of fans on, and we're going to debate and come up with a football terrace definition of what an individual goal is versus a team goal, right, or a system goal. And then we're going to run it through a few weekends of the Premier League to work out how many teams actually score team goals and how many actually score goals of individual brilliance. Because if you look at City last night, City have a system, one of the most famous systems in world. Oh, he misses the penalty. What a terrible penalty miss there. He's meant to be better than Rashford. How do you pronounce his name? What's his name?
Oyarzabal.
Sit down, you mug. Better than Rashford.
Wait, who said that?
Loads
Who
of
said
everyone
that?
who hates Rashford. Everyone who hates Rashford, basically, said it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a terrible miss. Oh, he tried the Bruno skip as well. Oh, he tried the Bruno skip. Ah!
Yeah. To be fair, he
been doing it.
He did send Hendo the wrong way, but yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
We move.
No, as I say, so we want to kind of do that debate because for me, like you see the Cancelo cross that set up Bernardo Silva's goal last night. That cross was world class. So does the quality of that cross take away every team's efforts leading up to it? I don't think it does.
Of course
But a lot
it doesn't. No.
want it to, but I think they only do it to put down certain managers. So it's going to be a great experiment, and we're going to do it here. Stephen with a super chat says it was no masterclass, but an absolute shambles. Struggling to beat Benfica in the round of 32
Oh my god!
of the UEFA Europa League is embarrassing.
I
Players
might close my laptop and sign out, guys.
celebrating like we have won a trophy shows how far we have fallen. What are you saying?
It's the reality. Though. We have fallen.
Wait.
Harry's done, boy.
Don't tell.
No,
I'm not going to
don't-
tell you. I'm not going to tell you how to celebrate as a fan. Don't tell me how to celebrate as a fan, and don't try to gauge how I celebrate and how I react as a fan compared to how you react. You can react however you want to react. At the end of the day, you can think whatever you want to think. I respect your opinion on that, but I completely disagree. And I'm not gonna tell you, hey, you should be celebrating like me. You should be celebrating like me.
Get an echo from someone. Yeah,
it's not me.
I don't know. It can't be. It can't be Ari because he's muted. It's coming from Adam. I don't know where that's coming from, Adam. I muted you first. You're the first one I picked, and it was Adam. Yeah, you. I don't know why. StreamYard runs a madness like this. It really, really does. We have another super chat from Cliff who says, fingers up to all you haters. Yes, they do my Uncle Ned in. But Arsenal showed bottle for once, and I am happy. And that's one element that is true. Arsenal did show courage. They were brilliant to be able to come back from where they were. There's absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. Yeah, it's definitely coming from Adam.
Sorry, one thing I would say though, yeah, because I've noticed this over the season, and for me it shows a mentality thing. I swear to God, when we played Leicester, we saw the same thing. Leicester scored, we're losing last 20 minutes. Yeah, we want to take it to them. Why do you have to be prompted by the other team by conceding for you to follow up and act in a proper manner to get a goal and play the game to win? I don't understand it.
Yeah, Kesh is right. The problem is it's a continuous narrative, and it's happened throughout the whole season. Conceding goals when we shouldn't, whether it's the first minute, a penalty, a free kick, a silly foul, individual mistake. But that's the only plus that we can take from it, is that we know those goals should be avoidable, and hopefully over time with the change of personnel, they will become avoidable. The only positive we can take from tonight is that we overcame that. And, you know, when you're watching a game and those nerves and your heart is going and you're tense and you're so aggy, like, those players on the pitch, that manager, they're all feeling that times a million. So to overcome that, to put those mistakes aside and say, right, we can still generate possession, we can still generate chances. Yeah, it was individual brilliance, but I think that's a bit of a far stretch. Individual brilliance is scoring a goal when you shouldn't, picking up the ball, taking on a couple of men, banging it in. Our players did their jobs tonight. Saka created, Aubameyang finished. So for people to say it's individual brilliance that got Arteta out the mud, once again, it's just a push of certain narrative.
Go on, Kesh.
One thing to say is the way we started the game, yeah, See, before we got that Saka goal, that Saka assist, yeah, so I say, I was screaming. My brother was there. I was like, give the ball to Saka. Give the
Quicker
ball
as
to
well.
Saka.
Quicker.
There's Bellerin and Odegaard over there on the right playing tipper-tapper. It's not even tipper-tapper.
Well, it's interesting you say that.
Tipper-tapper.
We just had a super chat come in saying, why hasn't anyone talked about how poor Bellerin is? Cedric would tear that right-hand side up.
Irrelevant.
Because
There's no
Bellerin
point
wasn't
of
that
bringing
bad
it up.
tonight.
The game
Bellerin
is
wasn't that
over.
bad tonight. It wasn't
The
that
game
bad
is
tonight.
over.
Why is that
It wasn't
irrelevant?
tonight.
Why is that irrelevant?
No,
though?
It's not irrelevant.
because
It's not
you-
irrelevant.
because at this point the game is done. You can't change the past. You can
No,
criticize the lineup
we're
when the
not.
lineup comes out, but once the game's done and you've seen the result, what's the
Oh,
point of bringing it up now?
No,
No, I
I've not
think-
got
I
a
think the
problem with the
point
lineup.
is-
I've not got a problem with the
Yeah,
lineup.
I think the point is again, it's for the future games. You can't continually be picking Bellerin in games that matter because he's been shown to let you down more than he does bring you up. And I think that's what he's trying to say there. It's like, we going forward, you can't be picking Bellerin in these games because he's a liability.
100%.
Even though I agree, I think it's a pointless topic. I thought definitely after Bellerin came out and said, no, hear me out. After Bellerin came out and said, after what he said over the midweek, where he said, I don't want to waste my time here at Arsenal anymore. Some people might call that ambitious. To me, I call it a traitor and a person who has his head turned and who does not actually think that I don't think he cares anymore. So I don't think Arteta should pick him.
No.
Let me finish. I don't think Arteta should pick him, but I think it's a pointless argument to have after the game.
Okay, my argument is, or not even, my question is, if a player doesn't want to be at the club and then also the fans don't want him to be at the club, how is he then a traitor? You guys don't want him there anyway.
I haven't got a problem with Bellerin.
His head's turned. It shows.
Every player.
I don't want to question it, Gal, because I get called a bully. I don't understand.
No, go ahead.
You can't expect and demand every player to have their head focused on Arsenal when one, they're not good enough. Two, they've got careers that they want to live as normal people. And three, when half the fan base don't even want you anyway. How is that an unfair thing to be like, actually?
This is still your livelihood. This is still the
sorry,
club.
Sorry. I know we're talking that point, but when do you talk about who you should be picking and who you should be playing?
When the lineup comes out, when the lineup comes out, that's when you talk about it. You can talk about it after the game.
But no, his super chat saying Cedric now should be given an opportunity because Bellerin keeps proving how bad he is. This is
valid point.
Time to talk about it.
It's a valid point.
You're going to see him play against Leicester. That's his chance.
We don't know that though, Igal.
We know that for a fact
because
Arteta's going to rotate
We've
heavily.
seen Bellerin drop clangers time after time after time. Granted, I agree with Harry. I don't think he was actually that bad today. But even when he drops those bad performances, he still plays. So I think it's a valid point that this guy raised to say that why doesn't Cedric start, or what does Cedric have to do to start?
Yeah, the reason why Cedric doesn't start is because Arteta doesn't think he's as good as our fans think. Arteta doesn't think Bellerin is as bad as our fans think. So whether the fans like it or not, you can have Bellerin trending on Twitter. And the only reason why that article came out, that's just a recycled article because Bellerin is trending on Twitter and is topic of conversation. That's just from the PSG rumours in the summer. Arteta chose to keep him because Arteta's our manager and he rates Bellerin. So if you want to screenshot a misplaced pass from Bellerin and put it on Twitter and say Bellerin needs to go, his work, you can do that. The truth is he's going to be here to the end of the season, so it's just empty noise. You get yourself frustrated. We've won the game. Of course, talk about why isn't Bellerin playing over Cedric, but if all you take from tonight's win is why isn't Cedric playing over Bellerin, then I'm sorry, it's just madness because Bellerin wasn't that bad tonight.
But Harry, this game there's a mixed performance. So you when you're taking things out of this game, you can take the positives and negatives. It's not like you guys were absolutely brilliant, blew them away, and then people are still picking on Bellerin.
Totally agree. But we can see.
Game.
Yeah, there was. The deficiencies were conceding 2 goals when we shouldn't have because of Danny Ceballos. The deficiencies weren't Bellerin. Of course, the scoreline creates a context of it was a tight game. But if you watch it again, I mean, we had most of the ball. We kept most of the ball. They didn't really create any chances. We were pretty solid in those, apart from those 2 stupid moments. And to single it out Bellerin, I think is just really, really poor. I just think it's a poor way.
When I mentioned Odegaard and Bellerin, it's not that I'm saying.
Oh no, Kesh, I'm not saying you are.
I'm not saying he played shit because this was probably one of his better games in the recent week. But in terms of going forward, he came unstuck because them two were just passing it back and forth to each other. I'm thinking Saka's there, holding his run, play him.
Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree that Bellerin could have been better tonight. I'm saying he wasn't the main issue. And then also regarding Cedric, whilst I think Cedric is a good player, there's also, and I'm not trying to generalize with the fans who were criticizing Bellerin, but there's also a lot of fans complaining that Cedric was even in the squad and why have we signed this guy on an extension? He's hardly played a minute. And I'm not saying they're the same fans, but now it seems like it's let's get Cedric in. So whether we like it or not, Bellerin's going to be playing as our first choice right back until the end of the season. So from my perspective, get behind him, support him. You might actually enjoy it a little bit more rather than thinking, he's made a misplaced pass. The guy's a shit.
I hear that. There's some super chats here, and then we're going to get a final call on with Prime. The first one says, do you think Arsenal can win a trophy after watching that performance? Adam?
Nope. that's it. No, like there's not much else to us. I don't even think rival fans are telling us that we need to take this trophy seriously, that this was make or break for Arteta. I really don't think it is. I think that this game taken in context, out of context, is just another step towards where Arteta wants Arsenal to be. And if we go out of the Europa League, fine, it allows us to concentrate on the league, which is why I think the real litmus test or barometer of Arsenal's progress is going to be made. So, I don't come on. You've got to...
We show tonight, even if we play well.
Oh my God!
Oh, come on!
Oh, nearly a great goal. Sorry. Nearly just almost kind of Everton-esque from the other day. Play, that boy's so good. We had a rough opening few minutes, but there we go. For another super chat here. Remember, we've still got the mystery envelopes to reveal if you want to win the prize this weekend. The host supports Liverpool, and the manager and the player are both at Manchester clubs. So get your phrases in or your names in, people. James here says Tierney, Saka, Partey and Aubameyang are the only players that are good enough. Arteta has a lot of work to do this summer. Well, I don't think Arteta does. The ball do. Because I'm sure...
Terry, I'm sick of this notion that we say, like, Arteta, like it's Arteta needs to be backed. I know we say Arteta needs to be backed here, but at the end of the day, the club needs to be back because the club's going to be here when Arteta is gone, when Arteta is dead, when we're dead. So this investment needs to go into the club. It's like you have a child with a woman, you're suddenly not together anymore. What, do you suddenly just neglect the child?
Come on.
Some men do.
Some men do.
Some men do. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Positive.
Like loose women, this is.
So as Arsenal fans, are you not saying take this seriously?
Of course we take it serious.
I think we're saying that we know what we're like, and even this year, if you look at the games we've lost, the only times we've got really, really battered is Aston Villa at home, and what else? Man City at home we weren't battered, but we kind of beat it comprehensively. In other games, we're always in it, yet we still manage to lose. So I think we just know that going forward, if we play a weaker team that sit back, it works against us. If we play a more attacking team, we're not defensively strong enough to cope with pressure. And that's the truth of the matter. Like, that's not Arteta in, that's not our Arteta out. That's just where we're at. Would we be better suited with maybe a more straight line manager? Possibly. But the truth is, we've got Arteta, and these players are what we've got for now. So we just got to crack on.
I hear that. It's not Callum. It's not Callum. 1 second, mate. It's not Callum from the Coppish. That is not who the panelist is. Super chat from Arnold, who says we saw the moment Thomas came in that we see the levels improve. Replace Granit with somebody more mobile and with an eye for a pass. Our midfield of Odegaard central with the midfield to be top class. I mean, I hear what Arnold's saying, but it's like anything though. If you put Verratti, Mbappe, Haaland, Cancelo and Edison into this Arsenal team, even with Arteta, they'd become a significantly better team overnight because better players make you a better team generally. Kieran Tierney should be the next Arsenal captain. Aubameyang had the armband only, but Tierney showed proper leadership. We have a winner of one of the names. Winter Surfer got it right. It's Stroh. So Winter Surfer's name goes into the hat tomorrow for the live reveal. There's still 2 more to go. One's a striker, one's a manager. They both represent Manchester clubs. We use the phrases on here regularly, get it in. But Latimus is here. A final point of the show for Latimus. What you saying, mate?
I think Arsenal football club should put all their eggs in this Europa League basket. Because they can obviously they will get them Champions League football, and it's also winning them a trophy. Realistically, I don't see them getting top 4, maybe top 6 would be a bit of a struggle in the push in itself. Also today, and I think I said this last week, like you guys I still expect you guys to get through, but I assumed you'd just be on penalties. You guys were awful against a Benfica side that's not that good. I think you guys were awful today, but at the end of the day, you still got through. So I guess you can be happy about that. But I just think it's worrying signs. Also, I saw a little stat that says what the next 14 games of the season, so until the end of the season, Arteta needs to win 9 games or something like that for him to equal Wenger's worst points total. So whatever that means to you guys, if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know.
It's nothing to me at all.
I just thought it's something that I'd mention because it was interesting to me. So.
Cheers, mate. It's not Fraudiola. It's not Fraudiola. In case anyone's wondering, get your super chats in and let us know. It's not Martial. It's a phrase.
Come on, guys. It's so obvious what it is. Come on, guys.
Phrase. It's not their names. It's a phrase. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, cool. Fine. There we go. So it's not Martial, but get it done. Listen, everyone who's tuned in, a massive thank you to each and every one of you. Slightly shorter show because we are live after the Manchester United game. I'm sure we're going to pick up on more subjects and topics from that. And we're going to start looking ahead to this weekend's games as well. So make sure you're tuning in around 10 p.m. tonight. Can't wait to see and hear from you. Smash that like and share button. Smash that like and share button right now. Congratulations to Arsenal for an amazing European comeback. Look, do you know what? On par with what we saw Tottenham and Liverpool do a couple of years ago in the Champions League. Amazing. Final word for you, Igal. What's your final passing message? Hang on. Jesse, boy, we got another winner. Jesse's in the act. PE teacher was the phrase. Well done, Jesse. There's just one left. We might get the last person guess, actually, before we leave. And get it right. It's a striker that plays for a Manchester club. But it's not Ole Gunnar freestyle, but good attempt, Tia. It's a striker we're waiting for now. Vibes FC, no. I mean, we don't call manager Vibes FC, but thank you, Victor. It's a striker now. Striker left, get it in. But Miguel, final thoughts from you. What's your message to all the Arteta out mob?
Just back the club. Just back the club. Just back the club. Don't be one of those people who are saying I'm going to turn off the TV, because you know what? If you turn off the TV today, good for you. You deserve this.
Igal, aren't you the one saying, don't tell me how to support my club?
Did I tell them how to support the club?
So is that not you saying, no, but can I finish? Thank you. But is that you saying that they shouldn't be, you're saying that they shouldn't be Arteta out and stuff like that? Why can't they?
No, I never said that. I never
didn't
said
say
that.
that.
I said back the team.
Back in the team. If they don't support, no. Because if they don't support, no, you're not listening. If they don't support Arteta, they don't believe in this team. Why should they back him?
That's not what he's saying, Prime.
Listen.
No,
I'm not letting you finish. I'm not letting you finish. There's no need to have this Arteta in the conversation.
If they don't, no. I know what he said. Let me speak.
Go on, Prime. Sorry. Laddie must.
Terry, be quiet, man.
If they don't believe in the manager and or the team, why should they back it? Why back something?
That's not what he's saying, Prime.
You said back the team.
Prime. You just came on it. Prime, you just came on it.
You said back the team.
Listen, you just came on it and said Arsenal should put all their eggs in the Europa League basket. Yeah,
I think you should. Yes.
So
yes,
because you're Arteta out, don't mean you should not back the team. You don't.
But if they don't, and did you hear what I said? If they don't believe in the team, why
do they
support?
Listen, stop.
Because
talking.
they should support Arsenal first.
Listen. Everyone stop. Let me say one thing to Prime. You do not. I'm not telling no one how to support the club. I'm not telling nobody how to support anything. I'm saying you support Arsenal. You do not support Xhaka. You do not support Aubameyang. You do not support Arteta. You do not support anything else. You support the badge. You support the club. So if you support the club, back the club. Don't worry about every other
club.
granular part of what I said. Back the club. Today we won 3-2 against Benfica. We move on to Europa League. The remainder of the season, all that matters is the Europa League. Back the club during those games.
And what if they cannot see any? If they're not,
I don't care. I don't care. For the 90 minutes, you're a fan. No. Stop. For the 90 minutes, you're an Arsenal fan. No,
well,
shut up.
You're an Arsenal
Let me
fan.
finish.
I'm not.
I don't care. I don't care. You're not talking. Terry,
but again, it's cool.
Yo, I don't give a shit what you say. For the 90 minutes, you support Arsenal. I don't care about your agendas. For the 90 minutes, throw your agendas away. Even if you hate Arteta. For 90 minutes, back the club, back the team. That's what I'm saying. Be a Gooner. Be an Arsenal fan. Don't be an Arteta fanboy for 90 minutes. I'm not saying that. Don't be an Aubameyang fanboy for 90 minutes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying support Arsenal. That's it.
Are you done? Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry?
No, because you're talking absolute bullshit.
I'm not. You're getting angry.
You're talking bullshit, Prime.
You're getting angry.
Talking bullshit.
You're getting angry.
No, you're talking bullshit. First thing I said, I'm not coming on here today, and I'm not letting no one spew bullshit. And you're spewing bullshit.
Well, it's not spewing bullshit. It's other people's opinions.
You're misusing my words. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
I'm misusing your words.
Yes, you came on. I said back the team. You said they don't have. You're telling them to back Arteta.
But if they don't back the team, they don't believe in the team. Why should they back it?
Prime.
No, that's an actual club.
Hold on. So when Lampard was,
okay, but here's the thing.
So when you was Lampard out,
it's an actual. Here's the thing. It's an actual question. Why are you angry?
It's not common sense, Prime. When you was Lampard out, when you was Lampard out, did you want Chelsea to lose?
No.
All right then, so you were still back in the club. You want them to win.
Yes, but
you're making a fuss out of nothing, Prime.
No, I'm not. I said they don't have belief. They don't have belief in this team.
I believe in club.
They don't have belief in this team. That doesn't mean that they want their team to lose.
I'm not saying be back. I'm not saying anything.
I don't understand.
On the 90 minutes.
I don't understand how you're getting angry about it.
Because you are talking about absolute nonsense.
How am I talking
nonsense? You're not listening to anything anyone says.
I am listening to what you say.
You're talking nonsense.
I am listening to what you say.
Terry, one thing. I'm going to show everybody. There's a song from Faith Evans. It's called Hopeful, right?
Okay.
For 90 minutes, I'm always hopeful. I'm hopeful for that day. I'm hopeful Arsenal's going to win.
I'm hopeful. How does the song go?
It goes, yes, I'm hopeful. How does it go? Hopeful for today. Yes, it's music and lose it. Let me take this away and be hopeful for today. I don't care if you don't support Arsenal for that 90 minutes. I'm okay.
Again, like I said,
if they don't have hope, everyone who's tuned in today, if you didn't have hope,
if they don't have hope or belief in said team, fine. Obviously, for 90 minutes, you don't want your team to lose. No fan wants their team to lose. But if you don't have hope or belief in your team, obviously, what do you expect them to do, Gal?
Right, I'm really sorry.
All right, you can close your laptop again, and you can act like a child if you want.
I love you.
I have it. There's a valid point.
You're back in about an hour. Don't go anywhere. All come back. This is the Football Terrace, best community in the world. 3, 2, 1. Hopeful.